Hey, Stephanie. Hold on 1 second, y'all. This is not going to be a long broadcast, but I wanted to just obey God. I'm getting ready to work out. Um, Gym Chronicles. Gym Chronicles. How y'all doing today? Let me turn this camera on. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? It is hot in Mississippi, y'all. It was kind of looking, I guess, like it was going to storm earlier. It feels like summertime here. It literally feels like summertime. Our declaration is don't let the devil steal your joy. Come on. Don't let the no, it's not sunny, it's not rainy here now. It's sunny. It's hot. It's hot. I think we may have gotten not even showers, I would call them. A little drizzle, and that was it. Um, don't let the devil steal your joy. Come on. Don't let the devil steal your joy. I'm going to say it again. Do not let the devil steal your joy. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Do not let the devil steal your joy. Have you ever noticed how at moments where you've, kind of bounce back from something that either blindsided you, an attack, opposition? Like, have y'all ever noticed that moments where you finally feel like, okay, I'm okay now, I'm gonna be okay? The something always tries to come up to steal your joy. Come on, I'm gonna say it again. Don't let the devil steal your joy. I'm gonna say it again. Don't let the devil steal your joy. Blessings to you, Joy Speak. I'm gonna say it again. Don't let the devil steal your joy. Have you ever noticed though? And honestly, like after bouncing back, that's not the only time that the enemy tries to steal your joy. But have you ever noticed that when something monumental happens in your life, how the enemy always tries to rear his ugly head? Don't let the devil steal your joy. Don't let the devil steal your joy. Oh, I'm gonna say it again. I feel that. I don't know who needed to hear this. Don't let the devil steal your joy. Thank you, Father. Don't let him steal your joy. I'm going to say it again. Don't let the devil steal your joy. Some of y'all need to just repeat after me. I'm not letting the devil steal my joy. I'm not letting the devil. Come on, I got on the full armor of God, devil. You can't have this peace. You can't have this joy. Come on, you can't have my faith. Come on. I'm not letting you steal my joy. So today has been a day of me just after this morning, I've just been honestly, you guys, I've been packing. I've been packing and taking time out to just kind of rest in between packing. Really, I pack the majority of the morning, and I kind of take about an hour before I go to the gym to just kind of get my mindset right. And so, I told you guys yesterday that the first place, first secondary mortgage place, and honestly, hindsight is 2020. Like that spill with me applying to those other mortgage companies, like God don't do plan Bs. Y'all do know that, right? Hindsight is 2020. God been giving me so much. God don't do plan Bs. God don't do plan Bs. Needless to say, the first one, y'all know how that one went. Well, on the way to the gym today, I went to a store earlier, before the gym, but on the way to the gym, the second plan B calls me back, y'all. I promise y'all I'm going somewhere with this. Somebody needs to hear this. And so, all day I've been at peace. My mind has just been stayed on God, doing what I need to do. Like staying busy is what I've been doing with what I know I need to do, right? Right as I'm heading to the gym, the secondary place calls me. And I'm like, firstly, her tone was a little bit off. I'm big on discernment. The lady's her tone was just off. It didn't come off rude, but you can kind of tell when someone is snobby. So she's asking me questions, and I'm like, okay, blah, 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 blah. She's like, at this point, I almost didn't answer the phone, but I knew I needed to. And the revelation came. So she's talking to me. and asking me about certain things. Then she's like, well, how are you gonna pay for the down payment? I'm like, I've already qualified for down payment assistance, ma'am. Like, she asked me where. I told her where. She was like, oh, well, I don't take that, and I'm not looking to sign up for them. I said, okay, well, at this point, there's no need in going forth, because if I don't have my down payment assistance, I'm not doing this. I need to say that again. That was what I told her. I said, listen, if you can't honor my down payment assistance, I'm not doing this. It ain't no need in going forth. I said, my bank is just waiting on my tax return to pop up in the system. Now, this is where it gets the money. If y'all are ready, say ready. If y'all are ready for this, I'm just like, Lord, if y'all are ready, just say ready. The lady tells me, she says not to be rude or anything, but the minute she said not to be rude or anything, but I'm like, the fact that you said but means that you're about to say something that is highly offensive, that is highly that is going to be anything, but rude. It's going to be all the way rude. Whatever's going to come out of your mouth. She tells me, she says pretty much when a mortgage company tells you that, that means that they're not doing anything else to your file. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I said, ma'am, you have a great day. You have a great day. If I need anything else, I'll let you know. I'm going to repeat what she said. This lady tells me pretty much, oh, God didn't even let me defend myself, because I'm like, I've talked to my banker, like, that's not the vibe that I got, that they're not working on my stuff. That's not the vibe that she gave me. She would have told me if that was the issue, but she in so many words said, oh, they're not working on your stuff. That they just told you. That's their nice way of saying it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And all I could say was, ma'am, if I need anything else, I will let you know. But at this point, if you cannot honor my down payment assistance, we have really nothing further to talk about. You have a great day. And I hung up. Before I could even feel any type of way, you want to know what God told me? Before I could feel any type of way, the Lord told me, he said, don't let the devil steal your joy. Don't let him steal your faith. Don't let him pull you back into that mindset that you were in yesterday. Don't let him get you back to that point of freaking out. And as I parked at the gym, I realized that so many of us go through that in our journeys, right? Am I concerned? Do I look concerned to y'all? I'm not concerned, because God has to do this. It has to be done. I'm going to say that again. Do I look concerned to anybody? I'm not concerned. But for a split second, I wanted to seep over into fear. I wanted to seep over. And that's not even all that she said. She pretty much said, oh, because of the hard pull from the mortgage, you may just need to just take some time and just focus on getting your credit back up. Y'all, I was speechless. God wouldn't let me say nothing. He wouldn't let me say like one thing at all. But when I hung up the phone, the Lord said, don't let the devil steal your joy. And I realized, like, in that moment, like moments where like we've been under siege, there are several moments where the enemy he's always trying to steal our joy. Don't get it twisted. Hey, Mrs. Etna. But like moments where, like you've been in a fight, you've been in a battle, and you've really been fighting to like stay in a place of faith, stay at a place of peace, stay at a place where you are moving forward and, choosing to trust God. Like the devil comes like in moments where he feels like, it's kind of like, a lot of times when we go through it, I'm trying to think of like the how to put this into words. It's kind of like a lot of times when we're going through the process, right? When the enemy's doing his job, a lot of times when we get blindsided, it feels as if we are drowning. Like it feels like, we are like sinking in whatever. Let's just say you are in the ocean. When the enemy attacks you, it feels like your head goes underwater. Depending on the type of hit, it can make you feel like, it feels like I'm underwater for longer than 10 seconds, longer than 15 seconds, right? Depending on what it is. And so in moments where we're recovering, like the vision that God has given me, it's like that person, that swimmer coming up for air, coming up to to recover from being underwater. And so a lot of times what the enemy will do when he feels like we're at a point where we're about to recover, or where we're at a point where we're trying to recover, is he will try to pull us back in the pit, pull us back underneath the water. And what happens a lot of times is many of us allow him to do it. We allow our mind to go right back to that same place that we've prayed ourselves out of. We allow our mind to go right back to the thing that God had to correct us on. We allow our mindset, our emotions to go right back to that place. But when do we ever realize that we have a choice? To keep your joy is a choice. To keep your peace is a choice. To remain in faith, y'all, it is a simple choice that you make. Am I saying that it's easy? Absolutely not. Am I freezing? Right? It's not easy by a long shot. But one thing that I am saying is that you have the choice. You have a choice to make, just like me. Yes, we feel triggers, we feel emotions, especially when it feels like things are hanging in the balance, especially when, we feel like we don't know what happens next. Like I almost said that, well, God, as I was talking to God about it, but then, something clicked in me. I said, Lord, I do know how this plays out. How many people have ever said, that you're afraid because you don't know how a situation or a circumstance is going to play out? That is a lie from the pits of hell, because the Bible tells us over and over and over again that victory is our portion. And for a lot of us, we already know the promise that we're standing on, right? We may not know how God is going to do it, but we have to become aware, right, of the fact that we actually do know how this plays out. God don't lose. So why would he start with us? I don't know who needed this broadcast, but don't let the devil steal your joy. You need that. You need that. You need that. I mean, for me, these past few days have been hellacious, especially so close to the closing of my home. It's been hellacious. Yesterday it was horrible. It was not my best day yesterday. But today, my mindset was just keep moving forward. Today, my mindset was simply keep trusting God. Today, my mindset was literally, I hear what you're saying, but God, all you doing is confirming you don't have no plan Bs. And that's a whole nother word. Why do we get upset when our security blankets fall through? Why? Why do we get our panties in a bunch when our plan Bs, right? When our plan Bs, hear me now, for real, it's so old. Jocelyn, I was just like, God has not, and I understood the principle. The devil is having these people be so hateful because he really wants me to act out of character. But it's I opened my mouth when that lady was talking to me, but nothing came out. Yesterday, God straight up allowed me to tell the guy, listen, don't talk to me crazy. Don't do that. You're being offensive to me. You're talking in an offensive manner. God allowed me to say that much yesterday, but you know, today I was just pretty much this lady told me it was kind of manipulative, because the way that she was talking, well, if you don't use me, you ain't gonna be able to get a house. She didn't say that, but the tone of how she was talking was kind of what she was hinted at. I'm like, baby, you just want to sell. That's all you want, right? And so it's listen, Jocelyn, yesterday was not the day. Yes, God knows. I was having to keep myself from raising my voice at that man. It elevated a little bit a few times because of how he was talking, but then it just got to the point where I cut the head off that snake. I said, listen, stop talking to me crazy. Stop talking to me like I'm a drug dealer. For real. And so it's this is the uncomfortable place to me, of the miracle. Like In order to receive a miracle, God's way has to be your own. It has to be your plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, it has to be all of those, all of those. Even yesterday when I was talking to that guy, and I said this on the phone. I don't think the guy heard me. The Holy Spirit just said it out of me. It has to be this first bank that approves you. They have to do it. Like, it cannot be any other company. It has to be the bank that is guiding you this far. And so, that is where my hope is in what God said. And so, you know, this is the place of, believing God for a miracle. And so, many people may look at how I'm moving and you may, feel like it's reckless, but there's no such thing as being reckless when God is leading you, when the Holy Spirit is leading you. And so, I'm still waiting. I'm still, just waiting on my tax return to pop up in the system. I'm waiting to see, if my confirmation email is going to be enough for them to continue. And I feel like it will be enough for them to continue to work on my file. And so, you know, um, that's the revelation that God gave me. The devil he gonna do what he does best. He gonna do what he does best. But we also have to do what we're called to do, and that's stay in faith. That's continue to trust God. That's continue to come on to keep on and put on the full armor of God. We have to guard that like we are guarding our life, because without the armor, we lose. We lose. And so, that's just it. The devil's gonna do what he's gonna do. But as long as you are like in rightful alignment, as long as you have the full armor of God on, like, it becomes easier and easier to just truly trust God. I pray that I'm making sense. Like, it becomes truly easier to just continue to trust God. And so that is where I am right now. That is the update. That literally happened within the past hour. But again, I'm not phased. I'm gonna work out. When I get home, I'm probably not gonna pack no more. I'm pretty, for the most part, done. It's just minor things now, but that is where we are right now. Listen, I'm just chilling and waiting. Listen, that's how I feel too, Jocelyn. I'm just chilling and waiting. You know, because I understand that faith is dangerous. Faith moves mountains. And it's like, here's the thing. If the devil wasn't attacking you, like, you really got to ask yourself, like, is this really God? The fact that I'm seeing so much warfare, like, at the tail end, like, it didn't happen at the beginning, it happened at the very end of this process. And so it's just like, my mindset is just like, whatever is attached to this next, the devil's trying, but he's already lost, God. But something just clicked today where I'm just like, hold up, pause, God, pause. I've been looking at this wrong. Here I am letting these attacks and this warfare make me, be frazzled, make me feel like I'm all over the place, right? And now, it's like, wait a minute, the devil's attacking this for a reason. I don't know what the reason is. I don't know what is attached to this next season, to me being a homeowner. Well, I do know, because I'm going to just go ahead and say it. This is going to be the first of many homes that I own. And it's like, I understand the devil's trying to hinder it, but he can't hinder. And that was honestly what I told, like, my banker this morning. Listen, if this house is for me, it don't matter how long it take. It don't matter, this delay don't matter, because what's mine is mine and can't nobody take that from me. So I don't feel the pressure of man right now. And, it's about being patient and letting God be God. And so, it's like, I'm in a position where he has to move. I don't care how he move. I don't have any thoughts on that. But my thing is, as long as you move, God, I'm good. And so, that is where I am. I'm just grateful to not be as, frazzled as I was yesterday. I'm so grateful, that I felt strong enough today to, like, choose faith, to choose joy, to choose the fruit of the Spirit. Because life is much more enjoyable when you have those things. I don't care what nobody say. Life is much more enjoyable. And so that's the broadcast. Don't let the devil steal your joy. Remember whose you are. Remember, your inheritance. Remember the things that God has given all of us to fend off the devil. You need your joy for a reason. You need your faith for a reason. You need peace for a reason. You need relationship with God for a reason. And so, this is honestly what faith looks like. And I'm gonna say this: you can't, if you gonna tell God you want a miracle, and you want to move of God, you can't be afraid to get down to nothing. You cannot be afraid to, to get to that point of, I pray that I'm making sense. You literally cannot. And so, don't let the devil steal your joy. Stuff gonna pop up all the time, y'all. The devil gonna do what the devil do, but we gotta do what we supposed to do as children of the Most High God. Listen, I love y'all. I pray that this, even in me sharing like revelations and just sharing my journey, I pray that it is speaking volumes in your life. I pray that it's encouraging you to like keep pushing in your own journey and to make the right decisions, even in the mix of attack, even in the mix of all of that. Like, I'm at a point where I'm so close. I'm like, God, I can see the house. Like, I can see myself in it. Like the day before I got this car, and I knew that like I was gonna get a vehicle. Like the day before I applied, I could see the car. I knew that this was the vehicle. God showed it to me in a vision. I'm like, God, I'm the visions are starting. Like, I can see the house. Like, I can see the house. I can see it. And so it's like I'm just at a point where I'm just like, Lord, it's done. Like, I'm not finna be worried. I'm finna keep packing, keep doing what I need to do, and it's gonna go forth in Jesus' name, because I wouldn't have gotten this far if it wasn't God. And so that's it, y'all. That is it. That is it. I'm about to go ahead and work out though, because I ain't trying to be in here all day. I'm not. I be trying to get in and get out, y'all. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do none of that. Just let me work out and let me get in and get out. I may wave at you, but I'm not holding no conversation now, unless I know you. But y'all know that's me. Listen. Oh, listen, Joy Speaks. I'm gonna tell you, God. I'm gonna tell you something about that packing thing. Go at God's pace. Remember, I started packing way before like this happened. Way before, like probably a month and a half, almost 2 months ago. And so like now, like even like knowing that like I'm crunched for a deadline, I'ma just be real. Like, I have to pack a little bit, and then God knows, stuff like that can overwhelm me. Like, cause I feel like I have so much. And then like when I finish doing whatever task God has told me, like, I'd be all right. He'd be like, take a break. And I'd be more than willing to take a break. Cause I'm like, Lord, and it's like, it's a different form of packing, because listen, I'm organizing everything. I'm not opening every box to just to get the best. No, everything is labeled. Everything is in its proper box. For the most part, I am probably about 90% packed up. It's just the sofa and the bed that's up. Clothes are done. Clothes in my closet, I'm not taking them off the hangers. Y'all can call Apostle T lazy. Y'all, I ain't taking them clothes off the hanger to get in the house and put them back on. Who is doing that? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, y'all. These clothes going in this car on them hangers, and that's gonna be how it's gonna be. And when I get to the house, the clothes that's already on the hangers, they are going in the closet. I kid y'all. Now, y'all cannot know. Now, God knows. I'm like, nah, God. Nah. I will throw the whole house in the trash. Oh, man. Y'all are hilarious. Moving ain't fun, though. Packing is not fun. Moving, when you're moving to another place, that's exciting. But the packing part, oh no, it's tedious. It's underrated. Listen, it's easily one of the most tedious jobs you will ever have to do. Packing and unpacking is not as bad as packing, because at least with unpacking you can kind of go at your own pace. You can kind of do what you feel you need to do, like in a timely manner. But y'all, that packing, nope. I'm with you, Joy Speaks. No, it's a negative. I'm just grateful that I did it when I started. Excuse me, when I started. So that's it, y'all. I pray that I done gave y'all a good laugh. Listen, I'm giving all these good vibes, all this joy. I'm sending it to each and every single one of y'all. Like, and so that's it, man. That is it. To those of you guys that need prayer, be sure that you're praying first. But if God leads you to reach out for prayer, prayer.thoughtsbyt@gmail.com. That's the way to go. If you remember nothing else from this, Guard your joy. Guard your peace. Guard your mind. Guard your heart. And when the enemy comes, be brave enough, be bold enough, be courageous enough to say, God, I'm keeping my joy. God, I'm keeping my peace. And so that is it, y'all. I love y'all. Come on. Come on. This joy the devil can't take away. That is how I feel. For a split second, I wanted to go revert back to how I was yesterday. And before I could even do that, I heard God so clearly. He said, don't let the devil take your joy. And it's like it snapped me out of it immediately. So that is it, y'all. I ask that you guys keep interceding with me. I believe I'm gonna have some good news. I know God's not gonna fail me, and it's only a matter of time before they say, "Oh, it posted." We can move forward. We can move forward now. And so that's it, y'all. I love y'all. I'm rooting for you. So till next time, y'all. Peace.